All right, we are in the League of Leagues 9-hole cup. I'm in my 99 account. This is my, I call this my baby account. But here's the deal with this account. I have not played anything past Tour 5. I do have some Tour 6 clubs that I got from either the Golden Shot or I think I did the challenge and some of the, but I really, I mean, I don't, I have a few. It's amazing how many cards you can get. Like on that sniper, I've never played a Tour 6 match and have that club all the way to level 6 just from winning stuff in the and some of the events that we have. All right, let's see what we got here. Hole number 1. This tournament, this course, we'll see. I'm gonna play. My goal today is to try and play for minimum score, and there's one of the holes in here that with lower developed stuff, I mean, it's a birdie hole with an eagle opportunity. That's going to be, we're really going to have to focus on. All right. Now, in my 77 account, what they're not showing you is there's a freaking sign right there. Hey, Playdemic, like, if you're going to put signs right here, get real. Put a sign right in front of the green so that the only way we can get to it is if we come at it from this direction. I mean, come on. If we're going to play putt-putt golf and we're going to have obstacles and shit in our way, let's embrace it. Because you tell me this is the course and you're putting signs out on the course. Okay, what kind I mean, I could call you guys names. I could ask you like what kind of a douchebag move is that, but I'm just mystified. And what gets me is that there is literally somebody at Playdemic who got a gold star above their name because they came up with this whole sign thing. So I went down and was trying to get on the green and won. And right here, there's a sign. And when I came through, I got my bounce right here. My loft looked really good. It looked like I was going to be able to make it over, and bam, I hit the sign. Thanks. This is like going to a basketball game and having somebody park their car out on the, on the court. And we were able to do that because we have little placards on there that say that we work for X company, right? I am not going to do that in here because I don't have the topspin in any of these clubs to go at it. Even going this way with a big power ball, I don't know that I have enough topspin to get over there. So I'm going to start from right here and we'll see if it holds true. I'm going to come out into this area and I'm facing off in this direction and I'm trying to cover this angle. And I'm going to do this with a QB. We'll see. Well, maybe. We'll see. I'm going to look in the bag because I'm going to start off 3 rings from this transitional surface and do a max curl shot and try and get it down here. I think I did this the other day with 3 topspin and I left myself just a little teeny bit short. I think I can do a little more than 3. But we'll see what... I'm not sure. Quarterback. I do have a quarterback 8. Look at that. 82 curl. That's almost there. That might be like 2.5 rings. I'm going to take that bag. And what I need are the club card numbers for my 99 account. And I have them right here. Right here. All right. That bag. We need a ball with... I don't think I have any gems. Do I? I do. Do I want to buy 9 Kingmakers? What other balls do I have? Power. What are the 3 power balls do I got? I got 16 Titans. I could use a Titan. I'm going to use a Titan. The king of balls. There we go. All right, that bag. That will work. Here we go. We'll know on the very first one. I agree. I do. Let's see what my opponent's going to do here. Yeah. Yeah, that sign right there. So if you're coming down through this way and you're trying to go for the cup, they got a sign down there. Because why wouldn't they? I know in talking to Golf Clash players myself personally, that's why I was saying, if you're going to go down into that area, going to the right gives you a little bit better options. All the top spin. Now normally I'd be 3 rings off, but I'm going to be 2.5. Two, two. I'm going to do 2-4. Max curl. Perfect. We'll see if that will make it. Nicely done. Nice. Let me turn my grid on. Let me get the grid going. Let me get the old test pattern rolling. All right. Yeah. And talking to the Golf Clash players that I know, everybody is excited about the signs because we had all forgotten what game we were playing, but now that those signs are out there and it reminds us, it's just so much more comforting to know. And there's Max. Max! Do I have? What kind of backspin I got here? Max. .4 divided by, what is Max Thorn? 1.9. 1.96. I'm going to do 2 rings. Oh! That would have been real close. Sounded perfect. Real close, damn it. Dang it. Dang it. The deal is, from that spot down there, if you bring the right club, there's a rough bump down there, and you can, if you've got lower developed stuff, I'm not sure you can get it with, maybe you can get it with a Grizzly. So that's like 60 top spin. So if you got mid, lower developed stuff, probably a Goliath. The thing about rough bumps is that, especially on a rough bump like that, it's important to try and watch somebody with upper developed clubs if they're doing that rough bump and see how much spin they're putting on there. You'll find out the very first time. So if you don't have that access to something like that, the first time you go out there, you'll know. So if you put on 4 topspin or 7 topspin and then it shoots by it, you'll get an idea of how much your ball guide's lying to you. But there is a nice shot down there. Okay, I've played that hole a bunch of times, and this little curl shot, bringing it down in there, is my typical MO. So I've taken that shot numerous times. Where you really want to watch out for is, you can see if you go back and rewind the video, you'll see from where I was set up. Number one, I was at the red line, but the red line's right about the end of this. So this is my transition spot. And what you really want to watch out for is your second bounce. So if you're swinging your second bounce over, you want to make sure that your second bounce, that you've got at least, what did I use, 4 topspin? 4 and a little. All right, hole number 2. Hole number 2. All right. What are my options here? Well, we can go from in here and try and run it along. We can bring a rocket and try and backspin it from here. We can go from this side right here with a sniper. The thing about going from this side right here and trying to bring it to the cup. Let's draw some lines here and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Here's the cup. And there's the tee box. So if we're in this area right here where our second bounce is coming out, our second bounce is super close to this rough line. And we're trying to put spin on it to bring it to the cup. And a lot of times if you don't bring a ball that's got enough spin on it, your whole deal is you're going to use a little bit of curl. And even like rubbing the nubs curl, your first bounce is fine, but your second bounce, you're looking at this rough area right here. So, and if you hit anything great to the left, you take a big risk of clipping that rough or ending up in that sand. It's, in my opinion, the only way I've ever gotten a hole-in-one here is hitting it from over here, but this is a dangerous way to come at it. In my opinion, at least for my game, this hasn't traditionally been like a big hole-in-one type hole. So I want to do something that will at least give me a shot at hole-in-one, but I don't want to do anything that will give me any risk of not getting a birdie. Let's see here. I do have a rocket 10. I could take my rocket. And this might not be a bad spot too for a backspin. Do I have my rocket on my... I don't even have my rocket on my sheet. I do have it on my other one. Rocket 1.5. 1 point. I do not need that ball. Well, I might need that ball. I almost feel like I should just hit it over. I'm gonna bring a katana. I'm gonna go for it. Why not? Let's go for it. What? A 25% is what Tommy's saying that you should do on this. Jeez. And we got big overpull potential here. Especially with the way the wind's blowing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Do. Maybe, if I can get an opponent. Maybe. My opponent goes first. Man, they're one ring away from that. And when you do your pull, the way you're doing your pull is so easy on a one ring deal to overpull this. And they definitely didn't overpull it. They barely took the wind out. They did like one ring. You can see how much it pushed them forward. That's nice. Nice. That'll work. It will. Here's Max. There's Min. I'm at mid club. I like where that second bounce is at. I can tell you that. 4.3 divided by 1. 537. For some reason, in my mind's eye, that second bounce was closer to that rough. Isn't it perfect? We'll see if the 25% is in the ballpark. I probably, from where that rolled out, I probably should have pulled it more than 25%. And I was definitely smoking it, going way too fast, way too fast. Now, how many up? In the hold. All right. Let's see if we can get our birdie in. roll along, little doggy. Whole goal today is -12. That's my whole goal. It's just a -12. I just want to shoot minimum score. And I really kind of need to pick one up because there is one hole that's pretty tough. Pretty tough. And I thought that rolled past it for a second. They put the dramatic sign there so that we wouldn't be able to see it. Man, am I glad they put those signs out. They just love us so much. I mean, there's several companies out there that you can say, like, you know, like they just really like us. Their customer service and how they treat us is just so awesome. And Playdemic is just awesome. I just love those Gold Star people. Wonder how much money they lost. I wonder, like, I'm sure internally, well, maybe internally, they might not want to hear about it. Like, how much money they've made off of selling Ford and Lego. I can tell you right now that I own a Ford, but I will never buy Legos for any kid. If you're going to advertise and you're going to take up space out there in Golf Clash, you know, that's the deal. And I'm just, all right, here we go. I got to take my hat off. All right. I'm going for this area right here, out here as far as you can, and I think yesterday I did like 3 1/4 topspin with a QB, so my QB here is not maxed out. So let's switch that bag up to a QB 214, 211, what's this? 222 with no topspin. I'm going to use my quarterback. I am. The question is it'll put me a little short. But I'm going to bring that anyways. All right, I'll bring it anyways. All right. I am confused on what to do on this next shot. I took it at 0 and it was like, hey, you didn't pull enough. So then I added on 10. The problem with this hole is you got a hole right here, and then like the last 2 or 3 squares before the hole, it breaks. It's breaking. And so if you don't get that break right, and even if you get the break right, if you don't have your speed absolutely perfect, it will just not be good. Oh, sorry. I had to yawn. Tired. I just woke up. I'm working with this company, and they're like, oh, we sent you the stuff in an email, and I got like 90 emails from them in 2 days. And I finally found the one in the deal that had all the stuff that they keep talking to me about. All right, here we go. Three and a little. 2-9. I'm going to do 3. I'm going to lean just a little and hit it perfect. And now it's all about whether I catch the slide and it rolls out, or if I got my speed right. Perfect. Just think if I was like 5 or 6 feet over, I'd be able to see that sign, and that sign might be in my way. Damn it. Look at how ridiculous that is. I've been in tournaments where, you're like in charity events and they go out and they put, but nobody puts signs like this out in the fairway. They might put signs on the tee box or on the back side of the green. I'm just confused as to why you guys thought that you only were able to put them in the rough. Like, why didn't you just put one right in the middle of the fairway and make it really exciting? Because then we could do that's like the whole putt-putt golf deal. All right. Three, 8. There's 3, 8. Perfect. We'll see if I get there. That might be short. No, that'll be there. Close. Little bit too fast, but my trajectory was off. So from that angle right there, I should have taken off a little bit of wind, but who knows, because the ball guide's not, it's hard to tell. It's a crapshoot. I like this hole too. The very first time we ever played this course in tournament play, for whatever reason, that particular time, I think that week I probably hit like 2 or 3 albies on this hole. And that was the first time we played them. I always have a lot of success on courses the first time we play them. Because usually what happens is, we play a course, and the first time we play it, the scores are X. And the next time we play it, however, we can start taking off of that X. We can start people start figuring out those par 3s or start getting that stuff and start dialing it in. It's always good to win on the first time we play it. In the hole, eagle. Good game. Hey, good luck in the tournament. All right, here we go. All right, deep breaths. Hole number 4. Which hole is the hard? I think the hard one's hole number 5. And hole number 4 is another par 3, and this par 3 sucks. Okay, in my upper developed account, I'm hitting from over here. I'm trying to just go at it with my Guardian. But my Guardian here doesn't have enough backspin. So I might actually get caught. I do not like hitting off this island, but I might have to hit off that island. Let's look. I normally, if I hit off that island, I normally do a 30% on it. Let me go check my Guardian. That backspin is not enough. Not gonna get it done. I'm gonna bring a Quasar. Actually, I think I'm gonna bring a Katana. And here we go. Here we go. 1.3 times the wind divided by 1. This might not be a bad hole if you've got an upper developed Guardian. You can get over there. I think if you bring out a really small ball, you might be able to do it with your rocket. But I think if you've got a big enough ball, you can get over on the flagpole side of that sand trap. And if you had a backspin boost ball, I think you could stick it right there. You could probably go for a dunk. I'm in my Saturn. .5 divided by, what is my Saturn? What is it? I think it's 1.9. It's 2.1. 2.78 rings. 2.8. Here's 2.8. And there's a grate right into the sand. Yup. Right into the sand. Whew, I got so freaking lucky right there. Do not want to hit a grade to the right. Luck. If you can't be good, be lucky. That's what I'm talking about. The smart move there is to do exactly what my opponent's doing, is not trying to get over to the cup side and work yourself around that sand trap down here, but just to hit it straight forward, get on the green, make your putt or make your chip, and move the hell along, little doggy. All right, we're bringing out the Firefly. The poor man's rapier. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. All right, we're on track. Now we got the test. Now we got our midterm. And I am not sure if I'm ready for it. Hey, good luck. Good game. All right, here we go. All right, hole number 5. This is our midterm. We're going to see whether we're going to be able to continue on in this class or we're going to get our ass handed to us. I'm going to try and get along this line. And all right, so yesterday, dang it. Hold on. All right, we'll see if I can get my pin here without jacking it up to the top. Somewhere along this line. So in my 77 account, in the past, I've always like, hey, just laying it up right here, you got a straight shot. So if you're short down in here, you can at least have room to run your topspin. What happens when we're in a situation like this, and let me zoom in just a little. What happens when we're in a situation like this is if our ball guide's right here from where we're at and we're trying to put on any curl, I mean, this is not good for us. We need our pivot point to be right here so that we could try and work ourselves to the cup. And so if you're back in this area, you're kind of screwed. So what you want to bring is a big topspin club. Like this one isn't a bad area if you've got this, and I might think about it, I'm bringing Horizon, something that's got a lot of topspin, so that if I can get on this plane, I can just hit it straight and I can utilize all that topspin and I don't have to worry about the curl stuff. If you hit down into here and you got the right stuff, your red line's going to be right in this area. So like if you bring out a big dog or a cataclysm or something of that nature, you can, since your pivot point's right here, you can maneuver around the corner a little bit easier. But if you're finding yourself where you're short of this area and you're back in here, having a straight shot is good. Who in the heck is here this early in the morning? Hold on. All right. Groceries delivered, so. All right. Let's think about what I want to do here. Let's think Let's think long and hard. Well, not too hard, but long. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. What do we have on this big dog? We do have 80 topspin. How much do we have on our horizon? We have 94 topspin, but we're 7 yards lower. This is always one of those times where you're wondering, what's more important, 14 more topspin or 7 more yards? In this particular situation, both. Man, what do I have? Did I even write that? I did not even write it down. What is it, 12? Jeez, 2.7? I think it's 2.7 per ring if I was to use my horizon. I'm going to bring my big dog because I want to try and dig into that gap, and it will help me get there. Is that the only Power 5 ball that I have? I think it is. I do have one other Power 5 ball. I don't know that I can get up there without a Power 5 ball with this count, and I'm not sure I can get up there with a Power 5 ball with this count. I compare my big Tapa. Let's look at them. I'm going to take that bag. Why not? And that ball, okay. All right, here we go. I have no idea. I think what I want to do is hit it down there as far as I can. Hold on. Okay, hold on. All right, now I'm back again. That was Costco delivering stuff, so. Oh, and here comes the last one. Hold on. All right, finally. Jeez. My mother-in-law's staying with us, and she's getting ready to go home, so we got to get her food and all kinds of crap. So there we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. What club am I using here? Big Tapa, 2.6 per ring. Maybe. Is that the same person I played earlier? I go first. Five, 1. Oh. .15 rings. If I could get my freaking calculator to work. Perfect. Now it's all about speed. I have no idea where that'll put me. That's pretty good. It's a little farther than I normally try and hit for the straight line. But that should give me some options. Okay, what am I hitting with here? I think I decided on my big dog. It's at 2 per ring. See what my opponent gets done. Maybe. Perfect. Perfecto. All right. Four one. It's 2 per ring. I'm gonna do 4-1. 2.1 rings. Hitting it perfect. Put myself in. Now, it's a little risky with this account. With my main account, I'm not saying that shot's a gimme, but with the Firefly from that distance, if you don't hit it perfect, man, you're in trouble. You could be in trouble. And you don't want to hedge your bet on this one. You want to aim straight at the flagpole, because if you, it's one of those types of clubs that if you aim it off, man, it's brutal. Yup. If you're going to use a white ball on that, you want to bring a club that's got a lot of topspin and just try and hit it straight through. You're not going to make that bend. It's at we're not at the right point to make that bend, to make that turn. All right. And I hit it great. That'll miss. For sure, you're at that distance. If you don't hit it perfect, it's not going in. I had my shots on that. I had a shot. That was all me. I could have tried to get a little bit closer, but I'm real, especially when you got clubs that don't have a lot of ball guide, so you don't know. And this green, I swear, you can see behind the flagpole here we have a hill that goes up, and I swear that hill was not there when this hole first came out. I mean, maybe it was, but it seemed like it was super easy to overshoot this. Like if you missed the pin, then it was like going for the long ride. The long. I took a independent contracting job with a company, and they sent me their gear. So if I'm doing stuff for them, they want me to wear this gear. And the hat that they sent me, well, the embroidery and stuff on it's nice. It is one of those cheap ass free baseball. You know, there's different types of baseball caps. You know, you got the regular baseball cap that fits tight to your head, and then you got those ones that stick up like the police caps, and this one's got the mesh in the back and the stuff, and I'm like, there's no way I'm wearing that hat. There's no way. I wear hats, but I'm not wearing that hat. I'm a big fan of Kuhl. Kuhl. I don't make any money off this. I'm not. But if you're a guy and you're looking for good stuff, Kuhl. Especially their pants. Jeez, their pants are awesome. They're the type of pants, they're all gusseted up so that when they're made for hiking, but like they're the only pants that I wear. You bend down, your pants don't slide down off your butt. You don't get that plumber's crack. But their hats, if you're a hat wearer, they make really good hats. Very nice. All right, here we go. We got this. And with that same exact bag. I almost feel like I'm going to use a Titan because I don't have a lot of Kingmakers here. So we'll use that. We'll play it up. 1.2 times whatever the wind is divided by Big Tapa, 2.6. Crab man. All right. Are you really going to try a rough bump from that distance? Because I will tell you right now, you don't want to have to take the shot at the green. I saw somebody yesterday do it. You do not want to have to take the shot to the green from that angle because you're going up the hill on the green. And I saw somebody do it yesterday. They hit up there and they left themselves just a little bit short and their ball rolled backwards. And when it rolled backwards, all it takes is a little movement and then it was in the sand. That angle to the cup is, if you get to the cup, it's fine. But if you leave yourself a little bit short, you're going to just roll backwards. That's how that works. That's how it works. Yeah, there's 4 full rings off. And that puts me super close to that. Three, 2. Man, I don't like that sand right there. 147. 1.5 rings. We'll see. Just missed it. And I needed to come in one more ring to the right from where I set that up. Normally with my other big topper, it's 5 rings off, but it's a little more accurate and has a little bit more curl. And so I was like 4.5 rings right there. I was trying to, but I could have pulled that in probably 3 3/4 rings. A good solid 4. I had plenty of distance to make it over to the other side, but the angle that it came in at, that's why I clipped the rough right there. Okay, I have no idea what club I'm going to be in. It's got to be Thorn. It's got to be. And I have all the numbers for my Thorn. Max, 3/4, mid, quarter, min. Got them all. Okay, there's min. There's max. There's mid. I'm at the 3/4 mark, which is 3.1 per ring. 3.3 divided by 3.1. 1 ring. 1 ring to ring them all. 1 ring to bind them. 1 ring to get in the hole. Come on. Oh. Damn great. I'm not so sure I wouldn't have missed on the other side on where how close that grate came. I'm not so sure. Not. Dang it. This is a great opportunity even with a low level count. I mean, if you get it that perfect. I took off a little bit of wind right there, but the wind was blowing in this direction. I took off a little bit of wind. I hit a grate to the right and ended up on this side of the cup, like right on that side. I'm not so sure I wouldn't have ended up right on this side if I'd have hit it perfect, so I needed to pull it just a little bit more. It's almost like I took off 10% and then I rounded up. I could have took off 5% plus 0.1, maybe. I'm gonna have to work on this hole. I made this hole yesterday on a grate. I've made this hole a bunch of times, but once we get that number worked out, the adjustment, that is a hole right there that we really want to get our shit together on, because that's a hole where we can try and pick up a shot. We can. And I came through like on this trajectory, and you can see how much farther you have to hit. If you're this line's running like this, so if I hit over here, you can see to the right of me there was open fairway on my trajectory, so I could move in just a little teeny bit from where I was set up over here, just move into the right, maybe half a ring, quarter of a ring, to try and catch that bounce so that I can run all the way over to here. You can see where the hill is right here. I'll draw a shadow on it. Like, this is the hill, and if you're here, you're doing exactly what I was doing, where you're encountering all this curvature. But if you can get over here to the other side, you can come at it where it's a little bit flatter on that side. I like this view a little bit better. It's not that you can't take the shot from here. It's just that I think you don't get the irregular bounces that you get when you're involved with that hill. And I like the view better. That's it. Is Tommy really got a plus 20? You're doing a plus 20 on that? I will tell you right now, in the past on this hole, we were doing like -5 or -10 and sinking it. And it is definitely uphill. I don't care what, like, your eyes are not lying to you. From where you're shooting the shot to the cup, you were definitely going uphill. So theoretically, if the game was consistent, we'd be taking wind off. Now we came up with one. I've worked this shot before, and I did it the other day. And KB, what's up, KB? KB went into this area, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wedge my rings up right here. White ring against the rough, white ring against the sand. 5 backspin, and however much side spin it takes to get me around the bend to get at the cup. And plus 35. I did a plus 30 yesterday and just smoked it, and he did a 35 and it went in. So I'm gonna try KB. We're gonna thank this shot to KB. We're gonna credit it all to him. Here we go. Here we go. I think I can just take I think I need to take a katana. We need the side spin. We do. And I'm not sure if my freaking sniper, does it have that much backspin? No. How about my Guardian? Yes. I'm going to take the Guardian. Why not? Why not? We'll take the Guardian. I think the first time I ever played this hole, that's the club I had worked it out with, because I didn't have enough backspin, and it's super easy to roll off on this. And what is my Guardian? 1.7, 1.8, 2.1. And here it's going to be blue ring. Let's get back where I can see it. There's 5. .9. I have no idea where I'm at in my club. I'm going to do 1.8. Hey, divided by 1.8. 2.92. If I can get right lined up. If I can get the shot off in time. Jeez. I was going to check to see where I was in my club, but I didn't have time to move it. That's the deal. And then is it going to keep rolling? I'm surprised it didn't roll off. Usually if you get past the cup, it catches that hill and just bleeds off. Now, if I wanted to use my sniper with just the 4 backspin or about what they've got, you could dig a little bit deeper into this. Instead of being white ring off, you could try and wedge yourself up a little bit higher and be blue ring or clear ring off so that you can pull yourself back a little bit. The deal there is that if you hit, when you're coming up to that green, it's mounded like this. So if you're hitting on this, you're going to be really screwed. That is right there. Close, close. I don't think they can replicate that, but it's close. I don't think they'd want to replicate that. Go back and rewind that video and see how close that first bounce came. That was a little too close. See if my opponent can get in. We have dropped a shot that we should have made. He didn't hit that chip on hole number 5. Perfect. And cost myself. Dang it. And we got 2 holes to try and pick up a shot. This is not the way to shoot minimum score. All right. I was able to, in my main account, I've got the clubs and I have a ball inventory. And I was able to, because we have a tailwind, not a pure tailwind, but we do have some, I was able to. You got to watch out about this. Where my red line was at, if I would have pushed the wind back in and not done any overpower, I would have ended up overpowering myself into the rough. So I had to set myself up to the right where I had room in front of me. And then I had to put, so now I'm going off in this direction. And then I had to put curl in order to correct my line. But you got to watch out when you're in here. You're thinking, well, I'm just going to put that wind back in and everything will be fine. You got to look forward to think of, like, how's the wind going to affect me? And now I'm in the rough. I'm not going to do that here. Number 1, I don't have the ball inventory. And number 2, I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to hit it right here. Which seems like it'd be pretty easy, but it's easy to screw that shot up. So let's bring the accurate stuff. Let's bring the accurate bag. And I'll bring a Titan. The king of the balls. This tournament's sponsored by Titan. When you need to get it done, you need to bring a Titan. Do 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 do. Three, 2. Perfect. Nice clean shot at it. Just think, if I'd have been a little bit over, I could have been behind this sign and ruined a perfectly good layup shot that's in the fairway. That's what gets me is I've had several friends over the years. I shot some videos on my buddy Dunner getting screwed over by a cheater and playing the game, and you send in tickets to Playdemic and they'll send you back the thing of the people that are at the top of the bracket are the ones that are practicing, and more practice and stuff to build up your skills, and giving them a bunch of excuses like, yeah, we understand that, but when there's people cheating who have hacked your game, there's not much we can do about it. 2.8. I'm just going to do 2.8. I'm trying to move the ring set and not the course. There's 2.8. Oh! Dang it. But the letters that they send you where it's like that, it's like, you know, you got to hit in the fairway. You got to stay in play. Well, that's fine, but you're putting signs out there. I mean, this, if you were hitting out to that pad down there, I mean, if you get right out there in front of that sign and you're in the fairway, that's a excellent spot for a shot to the cup. I mean, you're in wood versus where my opponent was trying to hit where you'd be in long iron, but that is an excellent shot. I mean, that's a excellent place to lay up. And then you guys put a sign there and you're hampering us while we're in the fairway. And that's the, I know, it's like a broken record. It's like, damn. Well, I'm just blown away by it. I think the thing that blows me away the most about it, and I've said this before, is the culture within that corporation that there had to be 100 people in their company. There had to be at least 10. But there was probably 100 people that were involved in that. And not one of them went, wow, is this really the direction we want to go with the game? I mean, couldn't we just put berserkers in the store and probably make as much money in the course of a month as we would selling signage? Evidently not. Evidently, the only way that they can sustain their business is by putting signs out there and ruining the game experience of the players that they're trying to get to buy the stuff. I mean, that's the whole deal right there. I mean, fuck. There is going to come a day, though, I'm sure of it, that they've already done stupid shit like that, but I'm sure there's going to come a day where, you know, they're going to tip the line. What they'll do is they'll come out and they'll put signs up all the way along this line, all the way along this line, all the way along this line, all the way in front right here, all the way in front right here. Put them right here, put them right here, put them right here in the roughs, so that literally there's more sign. If you laid the signs out on the ground, there's more signage than there is fairway. And you know, if we're trying to get a bounce right off the very tip to come over, we take the risk of clipping the sign. We're trying to get a bounce, and just like if we're trying to get over, we're going to run into the back of the sign. You know, like let's really mix it up so that we have some real good obstacle course putt golf out here. I'm not sure what to do with this account. When this hole originally came out, I always played down here, but the problem with this is that you have to set this shot up, and then you have to hit it perfect. And you have to be willing to take your lumps, because it may take you may have to shoot it 1 or 2 times before you can figure out like exactly where to set it up. If I remember correctly, this is another one of those holes you can use if you bring out a big enough ball with a big topper, it's got lots of curl. So if you've got lower developed stuff, I think I was like 3 rings off right here, doing a max curl shot. Just setting it up 3 rings off, max curl, max right hand side spin, take the wind out, blind, take the shot. But I am going to try and play over. Jeez. The deal here is I know I can recover from the rough out in this area if I have a Nirvana. But I don't have a Nirvana. And getting caught over here is a death trap. I mean, shit, I can't make it from here. I'm not going to make it from over here. So, do you play it safe and lay it up? And then go for the shot? Just so that you can get your eagle and move along? That's the smart move. Or do you try and go for it, but if you don't make it, now you're using your rough irons, and we could have a problem. And my rough iron that I have here is the Machete. Is that the longest hitting rough iron that I have? 121 for the Amazon. Let's see if I have anything. I don't think I have anything longer than that. I don't have them open. What is the Amazon? It's got to be 2.5 accuracy at max. Oh, well, let's not take that bag. Let's take the biggest hitting bag that we have. And let's switch it out for Amazon. I mean, that club sucks, but if I end up in the rough down there, that club might save me. I think yesterday I came down here and I did this shot. Did I do it with a power 3 ball? And no overpower? Maybe. Maybe. Whatever I did yesterday, I did not do any overpower. But I'm not sure if I used a power 3 ball or if I used a power 5 ball. I think I used a power 3 ball just to test it out to see what the deal was. Oh, damn it. Oh, I think I do have a Goliath in here. Do I have a Goliath in this bag? No, I got a Saturn. Oh, that'll work. That'll work. No, I had to do overpower. Ah, that'll let me up in the rough down at the bottom. Way into the rough. Way into the rough. Can't hit something like that. 2 rings, a club that hits 2 point. What does that hit? It's a 2.0 per ring, and you're two rings off on the right. That's 4 miles an hour. That's probably shit. By the time I get down there where I'm resting, I'm probably 6 to 8 miles an hour off of the trajectory that I originally set. Yeah. Like you're going that direction with a freaking Marlin. You almost made it though. Almost made it back. Got no ball guide here, so we're gonna have to hope that there's enough topspin to get us over. I think that might be too much. 4.2 divided by 2.5. 2 rings. I don't even know if I have any curl. As long as I don't clip the rough right there, I might be all right. I might be. Man, am I glad I brought that Amazon. That ball guide blows, but I'm glad I brought that Amazon. This is one of those deals where, you know, you're not going to hit, like, I could probably count, I literally can count on one hand how many times I've used my Amazon over the years. And every single time I've used it, it's been for stuff just like that, where I was, especially before I got a Nirvana, there's a couple holes that the rough area where you're hitting to is at that distance that if you don't have a big hitting rough iron, you're screwed. Perfect. So other than the missed chip, I put myself in exactly the spot I was trying to aim for, and then I missed the chip. Other than that brain fart, that wasn't a bad round for this account. I didn't really, one hole I brought out a power 5 ball. on the hole that I screwed up, the only hole that I brought out a special ball, and it's the hole I screwed up. Yeah, keep reminding me. Can't you let it go? Damn it, I thought we were friends. Perfect. I was hoping that they were going to play Bane Hogan golf. Two bad shots and a great shot is still eagle. All right, there we have it, an 11. That's not exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for the 12. The minimum score here is just getting the minimum. They picked one up and then they didn't pick up hole number 5, but that hole number 5 missed chip is brutal. We'll see what happens. In my 77 account, there was a 14 at the top. There was 3 people at, there was a 15 at the top. There was 3 people at 14 and everybody else was 13. There was no 13s. All the 13s made it, but nobody, you had to pick up one in order to make it. It's pretty tight. It's going to be one of those tournaments where there's 86 people that score 13 and the other ones do 14 and the 115 that pops to the top or 2. All right, there you have it. That was the League of Leagues 9-hole cup with I would consider that mid-level, low-level clubs. I know that the numbers on some of them look good, but that's just playing Tour 5 and below, just working on those clubs. I have played a few games in this. 1,000 wins, so in 1,000 wins, that's what your clubs could look like, and they could look better. Like I said, I've been slow playing this account and only playing the lower tours, trying to work on clubs. And I haven't really been playing this account. I've played it here in the last couple of weeks. I've played it twice. That's the first time I played it in probably a year. My whole goal, what I was trying to do on this account, is I have several of these commons that are almost maxed out. There's one. I do have one common that's maxed out. That one's getting close. I have 2 that are maxed out. So I do have a few that are maxed out, and if I can get, even with this low level stuff, if I can get enough cards in them, I could start participating in the club card trading, which is big, because then you can max out a bunch of your commons. You can get your commons maxed out pretty quick and really, really go for it. Yeah. I really think if I played this account just in one-on-one and I just went out there and had some fun, probably within a week or so, I would be participating in the club card trading. And with this account, that would be huge. Huge. Especially just maxing out the commons, getting the commons all maxed out, so then you're working on your rares, and it will not take very long to get the commons maxed out in the club card trading. And I know normally, like, we're not working on commons, but when you have a low-level account like this and you're trying to do that, pumping your commons up, getting them maxed out so that you can continue to participate. Big. All right, thanks for watching. What do we have tomorrow, Saturday? So I've got 2 accounts. I talked to Dale Appleby yesterday, and he's going to hopefully call me when he gets off work today. And we might try and stream... Hold on one second. We might try and stream a pro account. And what we can do is we can VPN and go to Norway or someplace. And Dale and I are on the same time zone, so we should be able to find a time zone where he lives right up the road from me, where we can get hooked up and we can match up and play around matched up, which would be pretty awesome. So hopefully that'll happen. And if it doesn't, well, but I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell, do all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's any tours that you want me to play I can play up to tour 10 and do one-on-one. If there's any tours that you're interested in, or if you're moving up and you want somebody to go out there and screw up so you don't have to, I'm willing to do it. I got my hand raised. I'm on there. And I will see you next time.